Wherever you are in this world, I very much look forward to giving you this transmission, this teaching, this experience so that you can understand the art of channeling. And channeling is a beautiful skill that we all can learn and that we can all learn to master. And it is the ability for us to learn to connect to the truth in the universe, and whether you want to call that truth the divine, whether you want to call that truth love, whether you want to call that truth the infinite consciousness, and therefore all the information that the entire universe holds in it. The channel gets to connect to all of that and then learns to translate it through their system, their beautiful human body vessel, and then can communicate it out with their words. And so for me, being a channel myself and learning how to master it has been one of the most beautiful, most gorgeous, most awakening skills that I have ever developed. In fact, it's probably been the most pinnacle skill that has really helped me to develop my work. It has helped me in my one-to-one offerings. It has helped me to download books of information, to download my oracle cards, to download courses, certifications, to speak to people from 1 to 10 to 15 to 400, 500 people. And it's a skill that is super, super useful because the skill of channeling means that we can translate and give the truth. And the truth is a powerful thing. In fact, the truth is one of the most important frequencies, the highest vibrational frequencies in our universe. And if we can learn to tap into the truth, if we can learn to see it more, hear it more, feel it more, embody it more, if we can learn to translate the truth more and more into our everyday life, then something very magical begins to happen. The path of us as a conscious creator, as a manifester, the one that gets to shift the molecules of reality with our words, becomes real. And it puts us into a beautiful power position of our life as the conscious creator. So I very much look forward to taking you on a journey. I will try and keep it for about 30 minutes or so. So we make the teachings potent. Usually with my teachings, it is a transmission. So you're going to feel a wave of new consciousness coming to you. In that, you might also feel upgrades happening inside your body. You might feel new ideas popping through you. You might feel your body opening up. You also might feel some old stuff shifting. And this is all beautiful and perfect because the idea of these beautiful transmissions that I give is that you get an awakening and that you get to step closer and closer to your truth, closer and closer to the divine. Because I truly, truly believe with all my heart and soul that we are on an evolutionary journey to awaken our beings. We're on an evolutionary journey to unlock our ability to connect with all that is. That means connecting to every flower, every star in the sky, every drop of rain, every drop of water, every tree, every animal, every plant. That is the oneness that we are all seeking, and that is part of our evolutionary path. And part of that journey into oneness is being able to communicate with it. And part of that is the ability for us to communicate with all that there is so that we can be guided by life itself and also simultaneously play in the magic of life. And the channel or the channeler is the one that gets to stand in that position of communication with everything that is truthful and divine in the universe, and then learns to translate it through their vessel and gift it to the world to bless their life and other people's lives around them. So welcome to this beautiful little class here. If you are watching the replay, if you're here live, hello, 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 welcome, 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 welcome. For those that don't know me, my name is Vanya Silverton. I've been an energy healer and intuitive healer for over a decade, 15 years, I think, coming up to now. And I have seen a lot around how this energy world works. And like I said, one of the most beautiful skills that I have developed is the skill of channeling. And that's what we're going to unlock today. And on that note, we have a beautiful channeling certification coming up. We're beginning next week on Thursday, the 21st. If you're interested in doing it, it's a 2-month intensive. It is a jammed packed, super amazing course that is coming up. So I want to let you know that we have an extraordinary class also available for you to really master the art of channeling. So that's also happening next week. But without further ado, the art of channeling, what does this mean? I believe that you have the ability to channel. I know that within every single cell of your body is an extraordinary amount of light. And you can call this your inner divinity. You can call this your inner connection to source. You can call this your soul. You can call this your light. You can call this your unique frequency in the universe. Whatever name you want to give it, you have an extraordinary amount of light within you. And this light within you wants to communicate with you. And so you may have already noticed that you already are channeling a lot of light and a lot of truth already. You may already be getting very bright inspirations coming through you. You might be already getting a sense of awareness or a sense of truth that moves through your body when you're in certain situations or when you're with certain people. You might already get a deep feeling within you that helps you discern what's happening around you. And so, part of us developing our channeling abilities, which is our ability to speak the truth fully until it manifests and reorganizes our reality to elevate it in a new way, which is why I love it so much, is that it usually begins with this sense of our own light waking us up and giving us an element of truth to guide us and navigate us through our life. And we all have had it. I'm sure you can think of hundreds and thousands of times where this light has lit up inside of you and been like, just wait, or this is why this person is like that, or maybe you should go that way. And so we learn to trust this deeper part of us talking to us and communicating with us more and more and more as we go deeper onto our spiritual path and as we continuously choose to be in alignment with our truth. More and more light within us wakes up when we consciously choose to be in more alignment with our truth. And we're always looking for that illumination. This skill, this ability to be lit up, goes to another level. And the next level is when we start to get lit up by the divine universe. We get lit up by all the light molecules, the wisdom of the divine universe. We get greater insights, greater downloads, greater visions for our life, greater clarity around what's happening. And we kind of get this sense of being lit up with ideas, lit up with feelings, lit up with downloads of information. And we've all had this. Some of us have had a lot of this happen, and some of us have had a little bit of this happen, but we've definitely all had that because this is the way the human body is designed. We are designed to be lit up by light, and we're designed to be communicated by the light around us. And so most of us go through our lives with just these two connections, and we do okay. We can navigate, we can understand what's going on, we get some wisdom that comes through us, and things make sense, and we're doing good, right? But there's a whole other next level, which is really important for us to start to master, and that is channeling. And the reason why this next level is important, it's important particularly, right, for people that are visionaries. It's particularly an important skill for those people that are wanting to consciously create new life. It is a particularly important skill if you are a healer or a coach or one who's interested in elevating humanity, either through your teachings or through your workshops and your retreats. It is a gift. The gift of channeling is another evolutionary jump that we all need to embrace. And particularly if you're one of these people, a creator, a visionary, an artist, a coach, a healer, a teacher, a leader, a speaker, we need to move our system, our bodies, to be able to channel the truth so that we can deliver the truth to more and more people, more and more of our clients, more and more of our students, more and more of our works, our offerings, and more into our life. And we're wanting to develop this part of us. And so the body evolves. And I believe that our human body, the more we learn to incarnate into it, the more our light fills us up, the more we switch on who we are, the more we get rid of the entanglements or the old stories or the old voices or the genetic stuff, and we become more of who we are, right? And that's a journey of self-healing. That light within us wants to keep moving, it wants to keep growing, it wants to keep evolving, it wants to reach up and find more position in the universe. So your light is growing and evolving, and we've got to keep taking it on the journey. And so as you awaken, your channeling connections, all your little psychic senses, they can reach out and connect to all the light molecules in the universe. And then we get this awakening where we become more conscious and more of life is communicating and talking to us. The trees talk to us more, the flowers talk to us more, we get more guidance from, the universe. Messages get played on the radio station. We know it's a message for us, or we can decipher things with ease. And life evolves to becoming more magical because that internal light of you, it becomes so much more present, and it gets grown in such an extraordinary way that it wants to start to play with the light particles and the divine universe around. And this is a beautiful moment of play and interaction, and we start to realize that we are one with the living matrix. The universe is creating this environment and this experience that if I shift my energy, I up level my energy, the universe is going to match me energetically, and it's going to bring me, if I want to manifest this and I step into the manifestational resonance of this particular thing I want to manifest, the universe is going to mirror it and bring it to me because we're an energetic match. And we play in this universe on this field of play and manifestation because that's part of the evolutionary growth. And then when we're playing there, and we should be playing in that field all the time, we then go, there's even another evolutionary jump that we need to make. And this is where we start to really fine tune our channeling abilities. This is when we really start to fine tune our body to really, 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 really connect to the purity and the wisdom that the divine universe can bring us. There's one thing playing and talking into the trees and learning our lessons and moving on and learning to be in, the vibrational match to have the gratitude and all that. And then there's another level where we say, actually, I have all of this. I have my lights. I have the light in the universe. Now I choose to really harness this connection. And I choose to really align to it. And I choose to align all of who I am to actually be able to call in more precise information to me, more clarity to me, more truthful visions to me, more awareness and wisdom to me. And we realign ourselves to become the channel. And that which is the channel is super connected to the divine universe, has activated their energy body to have this great communication. But even more importantly, the channel stands in their sovereign brilliance, knowing that they are a pure vessel to allow higher and greater transmissions of energy and wisdom and teachings to flow through them to gift the world and life with. And we are all needing to get to this point. It's not that this is a path for the select few. This is a path for everybody. This is a path and a journey that we continuously want to evolve into this mastery place of having such direct and precise communication with the divine universe that we can call upon it at will, that we can channel the information at will, that we can use the light particles, the creation energy at will to bring through our channel and then use it to bless life or recreate life or speak the truth to change reality around us. And we're wanting to get to this precise moment more and more and more. Because those that choose to play at this level are usually those who want to elevate humanity, are usually those who have a message to bring, are usually those that in the depths of their soul, they know they're here to serve many, not just themselves, but to serve and uphold and elevate many. And so developing your channeling abilities becomes super important to fulfill all of this. And the reason is because the channel connects their being and their body to the divine universe, but they train the wisdom of their words to come out and unlock people, unlock life, unlock situations. And therefore, the spoken word becomes it's powerful. And we then begin to realize this thing that you may have already heard about, linguistic mysticism, which says that every word I use is potent. Every word I use has an ability to unlock reality. Every word I use creates new life. Every word I use is transformative. So if you're somebody who knows you're here to unlock reality, who's someone here who knows you're here to bring words, to bring offerings, to bring your teachings to this world, the channel is, or activating the channel within you is a very, very important thing to do. The channel also says, I connect beyond my earthliness, my desires, my wants. I'm transcend all of this stuff. I even transcend the collective consciousness, and I transcend all this density so that I can connect to the purest point of truth. And when I connect to the purest point of truth, I get to tap into an extraordinary well of information, but I also get to tap into a pool of consciousness that nobody else in the universe can tap into except for me, because I am a unique being. I am a unique frequency. I am a unique soul. I am a unique lineage of light. That when I open my channel to connect to the deepest part of the divine universe, I then, with my channeling connection, get to unlock the divine universe in a way that has never been done before, because I am a unique being. And through me unlocking that, I can access all of the higher teachings that I'm meant to deliver. I can access all of the higher codes I'm meant to deliver. I can access my unique voice. I can access the dharmic expression that I'm meant to give to this world. And through that, I get more clarity around who I am, what I'm doing, what I'm offering, and how to deliver it. So the channel is actually a very, very powerful, powerful position. And the channel is not given lightly. In order to access these places, in order to have your body so finely tuned with the light, in order for your consciousness to transcend and tap into the truth, in order for you to be so vibrant in your own unique coding to unlock the specific consciousness that you're meant to be bringing down, takes a little bit of training. It takes a certain level of dedication, and it takes a deep knowing from the depths of your cells that this is your path. And this, my beautiful people, is a powerful path, one that will make you feel like you are one with the universe, because you can tap into and communicate with anything. It will make you feel like what you offer to this world is so unique and so genius and so different and so beyond anything else, because you're tapping into your unique dharmic coding, so that all your offerings that come from this place are like, wow, right? It's going to make sure that you tap into a force of energy that when you speak, when you advise people, when you hold them with your words, when you direct them with your words, there is a different sense of power that those words can unlock and shift reality. And so for me, developing the channel is a power, and it becomes a superpower that we all need to grow into and master. And it is, yeah, I can't explain to you, and it is the most beautiful, profound thing to be overtaken by the wisdom of the universe. There is something so beautiful about being able to receive wisdom from the universe. There is something so powerful about being able to receive it all and then communicate it to shift other people's lives. Now, we can understand this path and we can know that this path exists and is there for us. And some of you might already be there. And some of you might be like, I want this. And some of you might be like, oh, wow, I didn't even know this existed. But we all have to know that there is a path, and it moves towards your evolutionary position. And so if you are a healer, a teacher, a leader, a artist, a visionary, or you know that's your path, because the thing is, we can know that's our path, that we are here to be visionaries and leaders, and we are here to be conscious creators, and we are here to be facilitators, and we are here to offer the world our conscious creations. That is part of the magic of us really stepping into our truth and our sovereign brilliance and our power, and because we get to be all of who we are. If you know this is your path, it's okay that you haven't developed the skill of this yet, because it can be a journey to get the channeling aspect active. And so just even knowing this is your path, I want you to know, if you know this is your path, or if you're feeling this is your path, then I want you to really become super aware that the path of the leader and the teacher and the healer and the facilitator and the visionary, those paths require you to be the channel. They require you to be able to channel the light, channel the truth, until you become a beacon of extraordinary energy that shines new consciousness onto this world. Because the channel not only speaks it to unlock reality, the channel also receives the transmission and transmits the healing or the transformation or the wisdom through their body to also up level and unlock reality. So it's a very, very powerful, powerful skill. Such a powerful skill. I cannot tell you how powerful it is. And so this ability to channel and translate the truth is not easy. Why? Because we live in a universe which has got so much information in it. Like, there is a lot of consciousness out there. If you can imagine all the different radio stations blaring at you, all the different television stations blaring at you, every single Instagram account blaring at you, every single Facebook account blaring at you, every single human thought blaring at you, and then everything else that exists, all the trees and the stars and the planets and the earth and all of this. There's a lot of information. Which information are you going to pick up? Which one's the truth? Which one should I listen to? Which one should I channel? Which one should I, oh my God. And then you're feeling overwhelmed by everything else. And you're like, oh, I want to hear the truth, but I feel overloaded. I feel overstimulated. I feel overwhelmed. And then you start to feel entrapped. And then when you start to you start to box yourself in. And then you're like, oh, I don't want to even listen to anything. And I want to channel, but I can't. So there is a training. We have to learn to train our divine channel. We have to learn to train ourselves to tune into this higher divine frequency where we can access the truth. We have to train our psychic body, our hearing, our sight, our feeling, our prophetic knowing to work as one team, one instrument. We have to train the purity of our heart to exist so that we get to transcend all of our desires and our ego. We have to believe in a deeper, greater purpose, a deeper, greater light that is guiding us. And we have to choose to want to tap into that. And then once we've got all that going, we start to get the compass of our channel super strong, right? It's not tuning into everything else and what's going on. The compass within us gets super strong. This divine channel gets super strong. And then we create a particular resonance. Then we can create particular energetic structures within our system that can then pick up very high vibrational information, the truth, and we learn to bring it back down to our system. And then we can learn to organize how the truth is presented to us, right? So that we can say it in a way that is full of clarity and power and magic to people. And so there is a training that allows all of this to happen, because it's something that we're not necessarily given. Even if you have a little bit of a gift of being the channel, many people get overwhelmed by that gift, or they don't really know how to use it, or they don't really know how to apply it, or they get all this information, but they don't really know how to speak it out so it has impact upon people. right? And so my upcoming channel certification, it's a 2-month intensive because that's how much you're going to be learning, allows you to get all of this reconfiguration taking place, the alignments, the connections, and it teaches you how to translate the energy world, which is probably one of the most hardest things to do, translate the energy world into words to actually be able to say it to people to unlock them and raise reality. It is a powerful skill. It is a skill that I use just to even have power in my relationship. Like, I have to get the truth down quickly to be able to put my boundaries up and say my truth. It is a power that I use in my one-to-one sessions. I've got a client now and I just channel the whole thing in 90 minutes. I'm like, because I'm learning to channel and transmit the truth so much that it resonates with her and unlocks her, unlocks her, unlocks her, unlocks her, unlocks her. And that's so much fun to be able to let go. It's an ability that allows me to stand in front of an audience of 10, 15, teach a class, 100, and know that I can speak for 8 hours without even preparing one note. Not even one note, and I can speak for 8 hours. Why? Because I've trained my system and because I know how to order the information in a way that is perfect for the person to hear and receive. And there's a skill that we learn in the certification process. It's basically we learn to read the stars of light and we learn to stack light molecules on top of each other until we can get a stream of consciousness. And usually what happens with people is they pick up light molecules or little bits of intuitive information or a little bit of chat, but they don't know what to do with it. And they're like, I don't know what to do with it. I'm feeling like I need to speak to everyone around love, but I don't know what to do about it. So then they sit there and they write all their notes out and they try it and then they get up on stage and they're a little bit nervous and they can't speak, on a webinar or on Instagram. But if we know how to gather the light molecules and stack them all up in a very particular way, we can get a stream of consciousness that will then turn into sentences, paragraphs, pages, hours of information that we can just give to people in a way that they can receive it. And it's a powerful, powerful skill. And if you are somebody, I can't tell you, if you are wanting to be a teacher or a leader or work with people, this is a skill that is going to be profound skill to have. And it is a training. And it is literally like the ability to fine-tune the information that's coming down to you, like looking through a telescope with different lenses and teaching your brain to fine-tune the information, right, that's coming down to you until it turns into the precise words. Because that is the skill of the channeler. The skill of the channeler is the one that can translate the divine heavens into the precision of words. Because that's where the beauty and the power is. That is where we get to unlock people. And so this channeling ability is amazing. It's profound. It's been the core skill that I have used in every aspect of my business. It has been the skill that has allowed me to confidently just get up on stage and talk. It has been the skill where I've trained it so much where I'm like, right, I want to create a course around embodiment. And I just choose a topic and I'm like, right, tune in, show me the information. Chuck, 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 chuck. I need the information this way. I need the information that way. And I can tune in and tune into these particular codes that I'm connected to uniquely and pull down the teachings of my work, right? My offerings are in a way that is so unique and is so different from everybody else. To be honest, my ability to channel has created a whole channeling certification. It's created an embodiment certification. It's created all my retreat curriculum. It's created all of my copy on my website. Like I can just write now like crazy. I can write a book. I can do oracle cards. And the creativity, once we get the channeling portals or channels open and active, what happens is we start to get more intelligent. But because these parts of us become more active, our creativity wakes up, our genius wakes up, our ability to bring from the heavens or from our soul that which we need to give becomes more fluid. And that's what we're after. We're after more fluidity. We're after more ease. We're after that clear channel. And that clear channel Then, right, if we have a clear channel, our creativity, our genius, our connection, our wisdom, all of that is flowing, then our system, our body becomes clearer, which means, right, which is what I love about this work, because it all fits in together, right? You've got to understand how everything fits and why these things are important. If we've got that clear channel happening, then guess what? All of the molecules in our body are clearer. The transmission is clearer. That means that if we have deeper things we want to manifest, we have deeper things we want to create, we have deeper things we want to experience, the clarity of that is much more of a clearer transmission. So the universe can go, you're wanting to manifest that. Okay, we found the energetic match. Oh, you want it? Okay, we've got the energy. So the relationship between you and the conscious co-creation of the universe or your life enhances, it becomes more vibrant because you've got this clarity that's going on. So the channel, gorgeous people, is a beautiful part of you. It's not a thing for the select few. It's part of our evolutionary journey to start to tap into more of these supernatural abilities and powers. The thing about being a channel as well is it will detangle you from all the places where you are leaking your energy, because most people leak their energy when they compare themselves to other people. That person's doing this, or that person's doing that, or why they got that offering, or I'm not good enough because they're doing that and I'm not doing this. And then all of a sudden, we've disconnected from our sovereignty, we've disconnected from our sense of self, and we've leaked all our energy and power away. If we create the channel, and if we create the connection to unlock the uniqueness of who we are, yeah, we might get inspired by other people, but we have our path. We have our unique direction. We have our uniqueness so strong within us that it actually builds up our power more and more and more inside. So, developing this part of you has many facets to it. It's not just, I get the truth, I speak the truth. Okay. It's also, I get the truth, I can heal with it. I get the truth, I can unlock reality with it. I get the truth, I step into my power more with it. I get the truth, I get to speak it, and it shifts reality. And so it's a powerful, 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 powerful tool that all of us need to learn to develop and master. Um, so we have a question. So if you've got any questions, you can write in the chat. Someone's just said, do you think you can channel if the body is not healed, if the soul is not fully embodied? I channel through self-healing and hypnosis. That's how I channel my healing method. Yes, I believe that we can still, by learning to train our system, just as we learn to tune into a radio station, we can learn to train our system no matter how much stuff we've got in it, because we're always healing up stuff, right? We're always having to heal this and having to heal that. And there's always something that we need to heal to be fully in alignment with who we are. And to be honest, that's a never ending journey, because that's the journey into awakening and enlightenment. So you're going to be healing yourself forever, to be honest, and moving into alignment more and more, because the more you realize you're out of alignment, the more you realize you move into alignment, the more stuff you need to heal and transform. And it just goes on and on and on and on. But putting all that aside, regardless of what's going on in your system, there are ways that we can tune your consciousness. There's ways that we can tune the way that you tune into certain things, where we can activate and access all the beautiful the divine universe, and access it and open up our channels regardless of what's going on. And this is also an important skill, because no matter where I am, I should be able to channel the truth. If I am on a busy street and there's a lot of chaos going on, I should be able to tune all that out and channel the truth. If I've got period pains and I've got to work and do a session on someone for that moment, I've got to be able to tune all that out and tune into the information that's coming. If I have my own issues that's come up and I'm triggered by something, but yet there's an important work event where I have to speak in front of 400 people, I have to be able to tune in and channel the truth. I mean, I remember once my dad died and I had to teach a class. I had 40 people in the class. It was a live class, 40 people. Venue was booked. Everything was, and my dad died. Do I tell everyone that my dad died and say no to the class? No, because my role was to teach the class. We'd all committed to learning and doing that exchange. So I tuned out of that and I tuned into the divine connection. I channeled and delivered the class and the teachings and the transmission. And then afterwards, I got to, you know, deal with the grief and all of that stuff. So the channel is also the ability to say, hey, I'm going to bypass my stuff and I'm going to find the truth. And because my system is so beautifully wired, I can pick it up straight away. Yeah. Penny's got, can channeling be mastered if one has not quite got the flow of psychic abilities or a clear flow of vision? Absolutely. So some of us think that channeling is all about having visions or seeing things, and therefore we see it and have these visions and we get to channel the information through us. And some of us feel like, well, we don't have many of our psychic senses developed to be able to pick this stuff up. The reason I have this channeling certification is it doesn't matter where you are with your psychic abilities or visions, or how much you've incarnated your body, or how well you have embodied your light. There is a very profound system that has come through me that you'll be able to step into your channeling abilities with ease and with grace. And I tell you, in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, I have been downloading a 5,000, if you can imagine, 5,000 piece puzzle of light being given to me. And I've had to be told all these pieces, there's this to learn and this to teach and this to teach them and that teach them this and teach them that. And I'm like, well, there's a lot of things to teach them. And I remember saying to you, okay, well, show me the way that all this information, show me the order that I teach this information in, so that no matter where anybody is, whether they're a zero or a hero with channeling, I'm going to take them to the next level. So I have been given a beautiful system that is so profound and so simple and so genius that it will ensure you get channeling abilities regardless of what level your intuition is at. And that's what I find most exciting, because the reality is that we all have different abilities. We all have a different journey. We all have a different vision. We all have a different life path. And therefore we have different abilities, and therefore we can tap into information in different ways. But this course will help you to activate and access all that and order it so that you can translate energy and put them into words that are profound. It's a beautiful system. If you can imagine a 3-dimensional flower of life of all these different lenses that you get to look into to be able to channel the truth, and it's very, very easy, then this is what this channeling certification is all about. And maybe that's the wrong example to give you, but anyway. Okay. She said here, that's great to hear, because you're probably the first one to say that. Yes, that's why I've developed it. I don't develop anything unless I know that someone who can't do something can do it. Because when you organize a class of people, and this is for those that are teachers or want to teach workshops, when you organize a class of people, you don't know who you're going to get. You're going to get some people that are going to be really, really profound and ready to go to another level. And you're going to get some that just don't know how to do it. And so whenever I create curriculum, I always hold the spectrum of reality, the spectrum of potential, the spectrum of where people are at, because in that way I can gather teachings and exercises that will help support everybody in many, many different ways. And this is why I've created the Eclipse experience, because I want to be able to take anybody from any stage and move them through a very beautiful process that allows them to arrive with the skill of channeling. Okay, we've got, is channeling more of a knowing? It can be a knowing, it can be a sense, it can be a prophetic sense, it can be a feeling, it can be an awakening. So it can come in many different ways. And we have to learn to read that our body, our intuitive system actually brings to us information in many different ways that we can learn. Claudia's got, how intense is the course? I'm on another course which finishes early May. So this course is 2 months, and you can listen to it again and again and again. So you've got access for it for, I think, 2 years. And then and it's also included a second round of the course for next year as well. The course is as much as you want to give to it. So you can either start it a bit later, or you can join us for the group calls and then go through it once, and then maybe do the deepening work at another level on a second round that you can take yourself through. It is about there's 2 master classes a week for about 90 minutes, and then every other week we do like a 3-hour block where we get to practice the speaking, because the most important thing about channeling is that you learn to speak. If you don't speak, right, there's no channeling. So actually the most, not the most difficult thing, but the most challenging thing to develop is the actual speech and the spoken word. And so every 2 weeks we do a 3-hour block where I give you some very intense exercises to develop the speech and the speaking, because I want to get you to a place where you not only activate your channeling abilities, but we also take you to a place where you can read the truth, speak the truth, get fluid in speaking the truth for different people, but also take you to a level where you can start to speak to audiences, speak to large crowds, speak to webinars of 600 people, because the way that I will channel the truth for one person is very different from the way that I'll channel the truth for 10, 15, 20, 15, 100 people. And we want to develop that skill as well. So we're kind of combining speaking skills and oracle skills and channeling skills together to be able to do this work. So it's very easy. It's very, for me, when I teach, I like to teach things in building blocks so that we've got good, strong building blocks, that we know where we are all the time in the universe, that we can get the information. So I'm very much into creating very strong building blocks inside of you, because if we don't have good structure and good building blocks, then how can we dance with the infinite intelligence of the universe, right? Because it's wild. So we need to have some good structures of teachings and connection points within us. So we do that as well. Does channeling mean also to trust and open to receive the information? Yes, on some level, absolutely. But this is why it's not about learning to receive any information. And this is why in the training, it's like, no, we're going to train you to tune into specific frequencies in the universe and learn to trust specific higher divine frequencies of where we can get the truth from. Because remember, reality is in a spectrum from lower to higher, right? So we can get if we tune into the lower spectrum, we can get some pretty interesting truth, right? Which could be very debilitating. We don't want to do that. So we're training you to connect to the higher vibrational truth. So yes, I hope that answers to receive the information. And then we got another question on Facebook. So I got Instagram and Facebook going on here. Okay, since I remember myself, I could not express myself through writing or speaking. Now this hinders launching my business as I can't express into words what I do. I hope this can help me. Absolutely. This is what it's for. If you know me, you may know me, you may not know me, but if you know me, you'll know that this year I have launched something called the Eclipse Experience. And I have put it together to help people like you who are the healer, the teacher, the visionary, the creator inside, and they're needing to alchemize who they are as one force, and they're needing to kickstart their journey out into life with really potent, powerful skills. And one of the skills is the channel. And the reason I put this channel together was because for me, it was the most important thing in my work. If I couldn't channel my unique thing that I'm meant to do, I wouldn't be able to write copy. I wouldn't be able to write an email with ease. I wouldn't be able to write a post with ease. I wouldn't be able to do a live with ease or a webinar with ease. It's been the single most important tool that I have learned to make my business work, right? And so my Eclipse experience is really aimed for a lot of you who want to fly. You know it's inside of you to do this work. You can feel it in your bones, but you just need to learn to fly with it. And you probably have a lot of skill, but you still just need to learn to fly. And so I have a whole year-long journey if you want to go really deep and learn to fly. But we've got the Eclipse channel coming up next Thursday. It's a powerful course. I invite you to come have a look at my website. Just go and explore what's on Alpha. There's something called the Eclipse Experience. There's something called the Channeling Certification. You'll see in my work, I've divided it into 3 seasons. The Mystic season, which is all about intuition, oracle, speaking, the mystic, channeling. We've got the Temple season, which is all about embodiment coaching, stepping into your presence, coming out into the world, opening up your body to receive more embodiment and receive more wealth that way. And then we've got the Creator season, which is about becoming the beacon, the one that stands out, the one that shines, the one that leads. And then there's a lot of abundance courses and wealth courses there. So it's a whole journey. If you want to come, we've got heaps of people that are joining into it already, which is really exciting. But just come and explore my website. That's the best thing to do. And you can always drop us an email or DM us if you've got questions. I think that's the best way that I can answer you, because everyone will have a different question in a different way. But it's all been developed so that you grow, because to be honest, we just need more people out there doing their work. And there's nothing worse than knowing you've got this stuff to do, knowing you want, and then you're like, I don't have the skill. It's not coming through. It's not fluid. It's not, and I want it to be. And I want that fluidity for you. You know, really, it's being able to be fluid with what you're doing. And then, particularly if you're, sorry, I've got so much to say, particularly if you are stepping into this world of creating a business from it and stuff like that, you want this part of you to be very fluid, because the more you can channel, the more you can speak, the more you can write, the more you can create, the more offerings you can deliver, the more this is able to grow your business from, 5 figures to 6 figures to 7 figures, because you're opening up your capacity to be able to deliver more, create more, be able to tune into your audience and what they need more. So it's a multi-layered skill on many levels. And apart from it being a skill, it's just a lot of fun. I love to channel. I'm like, wow, I'm always learning something. I'm like, wow, that's cool. Wow, thank you for showing me that. Oh, so you actually learn and you actually become more intelligent by channeling. And it also helps you get closer to the divine universe, which is what we're all after at the end of the day. So, beautiful people, I welcome you to the channeling certification. It is a beautiful course. It's a 2-month intensive. It's called Eclipse Channel Certification. It sits in my other certifications. It's basically the one system that can do multiple things. It can open up to be a stargate so you can channel. It can become a soul gate so you can incarnate your soul, and it can be a sovereign gate for you to step into your leadership. It's a beautiful, genius system, and I'm so grateful that I managed to channel my codes, my unique codes that I was meant to deliver to this world. So it is super beautiful. So come and join us. We have an early bird on the channeling course available until this weekend. If you want to lock it in, you can just email us and say, hey, I'm locking the early bird in, and we can work out payments and all that later on. And we begin on Thursday. Which is, what's on Thursday? It is the spring equinox. This blossoming of the spring equinox. So it's going to be a beautiful energy to begin our opening ceremony on. And I just look forward to, if you go to my website, it's www.banyasilverton.com. I'll do another post in a moment around the coaching certification. So look out for that. That will be on my page within 5 minutes of me coming off here. Or you can go to my Instagram profile, and on my profile I have a link, and you just click the link and you'll see Eclipse Channel, or you'll see the Eclipse experience. Go and explore it all. There's a brochure if you want to download the brochure about it all. And it's just a beautiful, wild, extraordinary ride into your brilliance. And I look forward to being your guide. Really, I have a lot to teach you, I've had a lot of groundwork. I've taught over 240 live workshops, over 18,000 hours of private intuitive sessions in 8 different countries to thousands of people. I've done my time in the field. So you're in very, very strong, masterful, capable hands, very safe hands, because I know when we start to work with energy, you also want a sense of safety and a sense of mastery to get you to the right places, because otherwise we can connect in the wrong ways or things that don't work. But I promise you, the work I deliver has had a lot of thought put into it. It's had a lot of connection. It's had a lot of everything to make it work. Well, here is a channeling certification separate. So you can either get the channeling certification on its own, because I know people like to dip in and out of different experiences. So you can get the channeling certification on its own, or if you want to do everything that I offer for the year, it's like all at half price. So you can do the channeling certification. It's called the Eclipse Experience, the coaching certification, the beacon, and it's all the masterminds: psychic, femme fortune, creating abundance intensive. We've got illuminated prosperity. We've got, there's a lot of extra mastermind classes throughout the year. And it's like it's going to be a trip. Who you are at the beginning of this experience, who you will be at the end will be like, I can't wait to see. I almost want before and after photos because I know how much change is going to happen. It's an extraordinary, extraordinary journey. Like, I'm getting goosebumps all over me. Look, it's really actually a very powerful journey. And actually the journey is not about, it's about you coming back to your sovereign brilliance. Like, it's all designed so that when you come out of it the other ends, you are in total power with yourself. And that's what I want. I don't want you to just learn another modality and learn a little bit of healing. No, the whole system is set up so that you really incarnate, you gather your gifts, and that you feel strong enough to go and do your work. So if you're needing that strengthening, if you're needing that toning, if you're needing that extra new mindset, that new refresher, that, some of us have to go through a rebirth and a re-identity shift with our work, right? I know I've had it. Sometimes we plateau, we lose the magic, or we've got all these skills, but we don't know what to do with it. So this eclipse experience, this year-long journey, or you can do the 2-month coach channeling certification, but the year-long journey is really there to put everything back together, to put you back together, to help you arrive and be super strong so you can do your work. Because this journey requires you to be strong in your light, strong in your brilliance, strong with who you are, strong in your offerings, strong in your ingenious, strong in your creations, strong in your visions. Like, it really requires you to be strong. And this is what this whole journey does. Yeah. Are the sessions on Facebook or Zoom? We're doing them on Zoom, and you'll also get all the recordings put into the portal so that you can watch them again and again and again and again. Because, as you know, you watch one class and you get it, and then you watch it again, you're like, oh, right. So you can watch it again and again and again. And, it's also practical, it's experiential. It's not just teachings. It's like you're actually learning to develop skill, which is the most important thing. Thanks tremendously for your Princess Diana type of phenomenal philanthropy. Ah, you're amazing. Okay, what else? Any other questions? Otherwise, I think that's it. The point is, I'm going to do a post in the next. My necklace is going a little bit funky here. You'll see the coaching certification come up on this Facebook page or on the Instagram page. Go and explore it. Early bird ends on Sunday. You can email us or DM us to lock it in. And we begin on Thursday, and it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful class. I obviously invite you into the Eclipse Channelica certification, and I also I invite you into the Eclipse experience, the year long. It's going to really rock you in so many beautiful ways. And there's something for everyone. Whatever's happened, I've designed this to be something for everyone. Whether you are wanting to just do one little class, whether you're wanting to do many, whether you're wanting to really master, it's a la carte. So you can pick what you like on some level. You can do just the master classes. You can do all of it. You can do a season here or there. Really, I've just done it so that everyone has a choice and can learn and can grow. So without further ado, I leave with this beautiful little prayer, and I welcome you deeper into my world, deeper into the eclipse. The channeling certification. Mother, Father, our grandmothers, our grandfathers, our brothers, our sisters, our friends, our families, the winds, the waters, the earth, the sea, the land, the birds, the bees, the trees, the sun, the moon, the stars, the sky. We thank you for who we are and who we are all becoming. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. I see you on the other side, somewhere along the journey. And sending you the most beautiful wave of love wherever you are in this world. And keep growing, keep evolving, keep stepping into your brilliance, and keep playing in this magical universe that we live in. Oh, sending everyone kisses. Bye.